Unit 10 Review, Question 27. The picture shows a design for an herb garden with approximate dimensions shown. So here's our diagram. 4 identical plots of land in the shape of right triangles are surrounded by paths. So here are the plots of land, and they apply to these 4 right here. Use the moving and additivity principles to determine the areas of the paths. Okay, so these are the paths. We want to find the area of basically this shaded region. So let's notice a few things. This is 30 feet, okay, and it looks square, and they didn't label this, so that implies that this is square. Okay. Also, the shape of the right triangles, these are all identical. And notice, if you can imagine putting these 4 together, if you zoom them into the center, that would actually be a square. So let's think about this. If we want to find this area, there's no formula for a weird X and a square, so we're going to use additivity and moving principles to help us find it. So first, looking at the outer square, this is 30 feet times 30 feet. The area of this whole thing is 30 times 30, which is 900 square feet. Okay. Now, what we're missing here are these 4 triangles. That's not part of the walking path. That's where the herbs are planted, and we don't want to step on those. So we want to take out these 4 areas. Well, here's a triangle that equals one of them. So let's put area of one triangle is going to be 1/2 the base of 18 times the height of 9. Okay. And this will be 9 times 9, which is 81 square feet. Okay. Well, now we have 4 of those. So area of 4 triangles would be 4 times the 81 square feet. And that would be 324 square feet. Okay. So if our larger square, including the triangles, equals 900 square feet, and the triangles, which we want to take out that area, is 324 square feet, to find our final area, we have 900 feet squared minus 324 feet squared. Okay, and I think that's 576, but let's just use the calculator to be extra careful. Minus 324 is 576 square feet. And that's our final result. Let's look at the next one. Number 28, find the area of the figure below and include units in your answer. Okay. Again, there's not a formula for this shape. Okay. So there's a few ways that we could find this area. I am going to cut this right here straight down, and notice now it's in 2 rectangles. Okay, I'm going to label them 1 and 2. Okay, so now rectangle 2, that's going to be easy to find the area because the top is 20 feet. The right-hand side is 80 feet. So the area of rectangle 2 is 20 times 80 equals 1,600 square feet. Okay. Now, rectangle 1, we have a little bit of work to do. It's tempting to say it's 75 feet because that number is right there. It almost looks centered. Remember, 75 feet is the length of this entire side. So let's use the highlighter for this. If this is 75 feet, we want to know what this side is. And this is 20 feet. I think we did this in another problem. That means this side is 75 feet minus 20 feet equals 55 feet. Okay. So now rectangle 1 would be 45 feet by 55 feet And its area would be 45 times 55, 2475 square feet. And remember, we got that from 45 times 55. Now, since these are non-overlapping and they make up the whole area, we found the two separate areas, and combined it equals the total area. So the total area is 1,600 square feet plus 2,475 square feet, which equals, oh, we have that number in there, so let's just add 1,600, 4,075 square feet. And let's box our final answer.